Hey, welcome to the very first episode for the VirtualCast. I'm your host, Luke Bayliss, and this is my lovely assistant, Andrew Denman. Say hello, Andrew.
Why do I always have to be Andrew? You've been over this, man, okay?
Shut up, Andrew. Anyway,
Yeah.
we are a podcast that talks about gaming, and no big surprise, right? We are original as hell. Anyway, we will talk about video games, YouTube shows, technology, sometimes, and other things internet related. So, Andrew, what have you been playing lately?
Lately I've been going on a bit of a rhythm game kind of craze. So at the moment I've been playing a lot of DJ Hero and DJ Hero 2. And I also had the urge to play. I played Battlefield recently because I lost my copy, then I bought a new one. And I've been playing. I had the urge to play Resident Evil 6 as well recently, so I've been having fun with that. And it isn't as bad as people make it out to be. So, what about you?
Well, I've been playing Final Fantasy 13 lately. I've been trying to beat that because I've never beaten it because I always rage quit because it irritates me a little bit. But then I gave up on it again, decided to play Battlefield 3, rage quit at that. So I thought, why not buy two new games? Bought myself the Hitman Trilogy and Bioshock Infinite. And Bioshock Infinite is pretty damn fun from what I played of it. You've played it, haven't you, as well, Andrew?
Yeah, most of it. Again, it's kind of like you. I got stuck at a part. Well, yeah, I got stuck at a part, and I just haven't had the patience to go back and do it. Even on the easiest difficulty, it's difficult because it's a protect mission.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But that guild is really helpful throwing you stuff. It's just
yeah.
weirded me out when she flicked a coin through a metal grate. I was like, and my guy catched it, looked at it, he was like, what the Okay then. And puts it in his pocket. Anyway, we're going to talk about the new Grand Theft Auto 5 trailers that have come out today. What do you think of them, Andrew?
Yeah, I like from what I saw, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I'm one of the things I'm quite pleased in seeing is that all of the characters seem to have different stories and backgrounds. So the first guy, Michael was his name.
Hmm.
Um, he's the kind of person that seems to have it all, which is a pretty rare occurrence in a GTA game because it's normally the typical starts off at the bottom of the pile and then works his way up to become number one.
Hmm.
There is still that story with the second guy whose name is slips my mind.
Franklin? Is it?
Franklin. Okay, we'll go with that. Franklin. He's the kind of more typical GTA story where he's kind of from what I've seen he starts off as a gangster and I guess he'll work his way up. And then the final guy who's
I think his name's Trevor.
okay, yeah, Trevor. Yeah, he's the kind of guy that just does things for fun. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how that's going to play out, and I'm also interested to see how, if their stories cross over, how they will cross over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from what I've seen. What do
Yeah,
you think?
because I think it looks great at the moment with because that Michael character it kind of reminds me of a man who, as you said, he has it all, but he seems to be having a
Yeah,
midlife crisis of being absolutely bored. He needs something else to do, so maybe that's why he turns to crime to
yeah,
satisfy that. And in the trailer, Franklin, the gangbanger, seems and I know people will hate me for saying this, it seems a bit like CJ, where he's trying to get out of the whole gangbanging thing and trying to make something of himself. Would you agree with that?
yeah,
And
yeah. So yeah, it seems like starting off quite low and
but
building his reputation.
the one character that interests me the most is this Trevor character because, excuse my French, but he's batshit insane, isn't he?
Yeah,
In I don't know if
yeah,
anybody recalls this, but in one of the earlier GTA 5 trailers, you see somebody driving out the back of
hmm
a military carrier plane in a jeep, then jumping out, and I think that's Trevor if I recall correctly,
yeah,
and I think his story would be the most fun to play. Don't you?
yeah.
So, what would you? Who do you think would be more interested in the play as Andrew?
Michael interested me because and one of the things that's I'm kind of interested to see is family.
Mhm.
He's yeah he's seems like he has a family. Whether he's still with his wife or part of a broken family or whatever, I don't know. And I know this is probably a weird comparison to make, but it gives off slightly that tones that slightly remind me, or bear with me here, with Breaking Bad.
Hmm.
In this, yeah, in the sense that he's kind of going through, oh well, might as well do what I can, sort of thing,
Hmm.
and the idea of a family. So I don't know how that's going to play into the story. But yeah,
Yeah, I can see what you mean. So he's a kind of a Walter White kind of character.
yeah.
Do you reckon Franklin will be Jesse?
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Um, yeah, but from the trailers we've seen, the graphics are fantastic, don't they?
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll have a TV that I'll be able to play on quite well.
You have a really small TV, don't you?
I do have a small TV, but I like my TV.
Boy, get on my level, 4 inches.
5 inches.
Damn it. So is that everything? That's what my ex
Okay.
told me, but then she left me. Anyway,
That's a different story, though.
I'll tell that in the next podcast if you could. Anyway, what are you expecting from Grand Theft Auto 5?
I'm not sure. That's the thing. That's the kind of a good thing, because what I saw is a lot of different scenarios. So again, there seemed to be a sort of bank robbery kind of thing going on in Michael's
Yeah.
story. Then there was, the whole kind of, looks like, fighting gang members with Franklin, and Trevor was just Trevor, just doing crazy things for the sake of doing crazy things, really, it seemed.
Hmm.
So,
There was the main thing that's interested me about the whole thing is how do I put it? It's just totally new for Grand Theft Auto for the Grand Theft Auto franchise, isn't it? Because
yeah.
instead of one protagonist, there's three.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm wondering how
I
they're
see.
going to use that to their advantage. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But anyway,
Yeah.
the other thing that came out, which I believe it was yesterday, was the new Watch Dogs trailer. And what did you say to me before the podcast, Andrew?
Okay, let's see if I can recreate this. It was, uh, uh, and then you said, was it like, what, awesome? And I was like, I think this evening, from what I've seen, my faith in gaming this generation has been restored.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's not really much more to really say about it without just, fanboying over it, really.
Yeah. The my favourite part, the whole Watch Dogs, the whole thing that we've seen about Watch Dogs was you could control everything with just your phone.
Yeah, one thing that really stuck out for me, well, I know it's just a small thing, but it looked awesome. When there was a car like chasing after him or something,
Hmm.
and he just presses a button, and then all these like bollards or these pillars just raise up out of the ground, causing the car to crash into them.
Yeah, so it's like you can open paths for yourself, but close them off for your enemies, and I think that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be a GTA 5 beta?
I don't know. Is it trying to be GTA 5 at its own game? That's what we need to know. Because
Hmm.
I guess one thing I'm not sure about with Watch Dogs, and this is not a complaint as such, it's trying to tell what genre it wants to be
Hmm.
in a way.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, way back last year when I saw the E3 trailer for it, I was saying to you before we were recording this that it gave me some kind of vibes of human evolution.
Yeah, I can see that.
But in this game, in the trailer we saw today, or yesterday, whenever you saw it, it seemed a lot more kind of action, kind of mindless, senseless fun, really, which
Yeah.
is always, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's
It's
it's the kind of game where it pretty much makes you feel like you're God in it. Because you can walk up to anything and then you can instantly control it. I recall watching this gameplay trailer where
Yeah.
the character, what was his name again? It was
Oh God.
Aiden Pierce. Aiden Pierce, that's it.
Aiden Pierce, that's it.
Yeah,
Piercy.
Pierce.
Yeah.
He was
Pierce.
following this character, and while he was walking around, he was looking at everybody's financial statements, seeing how much they have. Then the character he was following had like hundreds of thousands of dollars in his bank account. So he followed him, waited till he's using the ATM, walked up to the ATM, put his phone towards it, and then he drawed money out that character's bank
Yeah.
account. And I thought, you could pretty much do everything with the phone. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it pretty much is going to make you your own. It's going to make you feel like you're God in a technological world, isn't it? And
I see.
I find that
Yeah.
amazing.
You know what I thought of a question which would seems kind of good to bring up here. It just in terms of general, okay?
Hmm.
Out of these two types of these two kind of storylines of games, which one do you prefer? Right, one where you start off as just this small person, and then towards the end you're like this, like unstoppable power machine. If you
Hmm.
know what I mean, like starting off really low and then getting like insanely powerful and have all these crazy weapons and stuff
Hmm.
towards the end of the game, or do you just prefer like being completely overpowered and just crazy from the get go?
I don't prefer any of them. The one I prefer most is where you're strong and powerful at the beginning, but then you lose all the abilities and start from scratch, like you're nothing compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's like you've fallen.
Oh, I know what you mean. Where you start off like with like crazy weapons or whatever. Assassin's Creed 2 reminds me of. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's one I can think of.
Hmm.
Yeah, where you start off with everything and then you lose it all and then you have to work your way back up, which I liked.
Yeah. That's the kind of story that I prefer mainly.
Yeah, I
But
can
if I
see
had
it.
to pick one of the two that you've said, I would pick the one where
Hmm.
rags to riches, pretty much. So
Yeah, yeah,
you have nothing, then you build your way up, and you're the king of your own empire.
yeah. But then there were some games that did the whole, being overpowered from the start really well. Just like what I can think of, Prototype, I believe you start off really strong,
Yeah.
and Hulk Ultimate Destruction back in the Xbox PS2 days. You're pretty much the Hulk from the get go right there.
Infinite power, bro.
Yeah.
But let's move on to another game that's caught our eye. The Evil Within. And this is a game being
Yeah.
published by Bethesda, who's made the Elder Scroll games and all that. And it's been developed by
And I
Tango
believe
Gameworks. Hmm?
they also published Dishonored as well.
Yeah.
Bethesda. Yeah. There we go.
Well, the thing that's really interesting me personally about this is being directed by Shinji Mikami. And
Okay.
he's the guy who did the original Resident Evil games
Ah,
and
okay.
Dino Crisis. And
Okay.
I think the last Resident Evil game he
Oh
did
yeah.
was Nemesis. Wait, no. He did do Resident Evil
Look.
4 as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and he also did Shadows of the Damned, which you're getting soon, ain't you?
Yeah. Shadows of the. Well, I hope to. Yeah. Shadows of the Damned. So that. Yeah. Suda 51 games are my weakness.
Yeah. Um, Shinji Mikami is really well known for doing really well done survival horror games, and that's what The Evil
Yeah.
Within is. And you're going to be playing as a detective Sebastian, and
Okay.
you just, from what I've seen, it looks horrifying. It does. It just looks
In this
crazy.
time of gaming, you can't tell whether you mean that as a compliment or an insult.
True, true. but it's horrifying in the way that I'm scared of playing it because the some of the things I've seen in it, so I don't want to go to bed with the light off. So it's haunting my dreams already. I haven't even played it yet.
Oh God. Yeah.
Have you seen anything about it, Andrew?
I'm looking at some screenshots now.
You're supposed to be prepared, damn it.
And I did look, but I'm looking them again. Don't worry.
Oh god damn it. Anyway, I'll keep talking a load of crap while you
Yep.
look at it.
I'm looking.
Anyway,
yeah, just like it. Oh, sorry.
The game's going to be released on it's going to be released on the PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and the Xbox 360 in 2014.
That's great.
And PS4 looks. Oh god damn it.
Yeah, you got it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the pictures here. That it looks like a lot of the fear is from the enemy design.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not just like they're not completely whole, I guess. Like with zombies, it's just like I mean no disrespect to any good zombie movies. I'm not really fans of them, or whatever. But it's not just like people, but like that are green now. It's not like that. It's like disfigured and bits missing and so on and so forth, which looks
Yeah, because to be honest, the zombie games have been way overdone now. Do you agree, Andrew?
Yeah, all zombies in media overall.
Yeah. So this new game, The Evil Within, I got really high hopes for it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's
awesome.
I probably won't play it with the light off. Because, let's face it, I'll probably crap myself. Anyway.
Yeah.
What else are we going to talk about today, Andrew? Wow.
I believe. What's next? Ah, yes. Just a few announcements. So it is video game related. Two of these are video game related.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is that I don't know what season is it now? Are they on?
Hell no.
7 or something? But yeah, Two Best Friends Play are back and posting videos on Machinima. And in case you've been living under a rock or whatever, Two Best Friends Play is a pretty self-descriptive title, actually. It's two best friends playing video games and just... Yeah, it's humor. It's humorous commentary. Yeah, that's where a lot of the humor comes from. So considering they're two best friends, they argue a lot. They yell at each other. They just do stupid shit. A lot of the fun I get from the episodes is where they do things that they aren't supposed to do, or if they mess up with things. So like I was showing you earlier with the whole Resident Evil 4 flashbang scene and so on.
The bloody hilarious. I've been watching.
And it's kind of funny because you told me. Yeah, wasn't this a case of you? Because you told me I got you into them.
Yeah.
And now you're a bigger fan of them than I am.
Yeah. I watched the Switcher channel, and they do Let's Plays of video games.
Yeah.
And they have one up now for Silent Hill Homecoming, which they didn't they do a
Machinima did a single episode. Yeah, I think so. They did one.
And Two Best Friends Play is hilarious. Matt and Pat do fantastic work. And that brings me on to another Machinima show that's coming back, Sanity Not Included. Would you like to talk us through that, Andrew?
Oh, God. Okay, so for seasons 1 to 3, Sanity Not Included was this crazy video game sketch internet show where the concept was two people, Dexter Manning, or you might know him as Dexter Boy, and Lyle McDouchebag, or Guitar Master X7. Yeah, they came together and they came up with this concept of creating just like these I don't know 10-15 minute long episodes of just short sketches from featuring video games and dubbing voices over them, whatever. And they used to break them up. They break them up with these animated segments about what's going on in their lives in a way. We're on season 4 now, but season 3 kind of ended with Lyle leaving in a rather interesting fashion.
You could put that way.
Yeah.
He went rock and roll style, baby.
gay rock and roll style. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So season 4 started this Sunday that's just gone past, the 28th of April, and it's Dexter still on the show. It's Dexter and a new guy called Alex, or Immortal HD. So
Alex
again, it's
with
a
a
similar.
K.
Yeah, Alex with an S. So if you ever want to watch a show where they have quotes such as "fuck breakfast" and using the Queen as a spear, then yeah, recommend it.
Fully recommend it because the Queen is the best spear ever.
Yes. And as the name suggests, it is pretty crazy. So yeah,
If you want Sanity Included, don't go to them. That was
watch
terrible.
anything but them.
Yeah. Anyway, we this this pretty much wraps up our very first episode, Andrew.
Yes, it does.
Is there anybody you'd like to thank for getting us here?
My parents for having me born.
I'd like to thank Lucifer for this gift because I had to sell my soul to him.
How much is your soul worth? Sorry.
20 quid.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and if you haven't noticed by now, me and Andrew are both British.
Except I'm a what's it? Posh southerner twat.
Yeah.
And I don't have an insult for you, but you're from the Midlands, so that's an insult in itself. So.
Fuck you.